After an attack on a doctor inside Hyderabad's Gandhi Hospital, all the doctors here, in fact, sitting on a dharna outside the Gandhi Hospital. This is the main road that you're seeing, and if Nagraj can pan, you will actually see that is the Gandhi Hospital to the other side. That is the orange building that, if the camera is able to capture, that's Gandhi Hospital, and that's from where all these doctors have come out and putting up these slogans saying, now beaten up to what next? One CM is enough for a state, but not one hospital. Why only Gandhi? Exhausted and understaffed. This is something that all of them are agitated about. Of course, we are also worried about the corona patients who are inside. This is an exclusive COVID positive hospital.
See, one thing I need to point out is, for something few days ago, they appreciated us with rose petals, right? We had to stand in the sun for 2 hours just for 10 minutes of flower showering. We did not ask for it. Nobody asked you to appreciate it in that way. If you really want to appreciate us, please come here and address our issues. That's how you really appreciate what we do. Because it's been 3 months and we've been away from our families, isolating ourselves in our own houses. I haven't been.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Dr. Ravi Chandra. I'm a house surgeon. I haven't been able to be in physical contact with my mom and dad for 3 months because I go to COVID patients every day and I don't want to put them at risk. We are also human beings. So
Do they support you? They obviously worry about you.
Yeah, they obviously worry about me. And last night when I was out here in the rain for 4 hours for health minister to come over here, nobody showed up. So is this the respect you're giving your doctors? Because we need to be protected. Do we have to worry about our patients, or do we have to worry about someone hitting us with metal stools? If you can't protect your own doctors who are fighting this war for you, you go on TV, you give statements about how many cases, how many deaths, but we are the actual people staying inside here, facing that virus every day, wearing those horrible PPEs for hours and hours, sweating our asses off. And this is what we get. This is the kind of respect we get. And the other thing is, why put all the load on us? You have 6 other medical schools in government medical schools in Telangana, and you also have about 30 of district hospitals. Why can't you decentralize Gandhi? Why put all the load on doctors here? We are being overworked, we are understaffed, we are underappreciated. So what is happening here? And as doctors, as treating this pandemic, fighting for this pandemic, we are the frontliners. That's what they say. We are the frontliners on this pandemic, but we don't know anything about what's happening. No decision that's being made by government is being told to us. All we know is...
And not being consulted either?
Yeah, we are not being consulted either. You have to consult the doctors who are working first hand on the ground on what decisions you need to make. You are not doing that. All we know is when is our next duty, when is our next quarantine. That's all we know. We don't know anything apart from that.
Some of your doctors were pointing out about testing not being possible for doctors themselves. Is that a truth?
हाँ, वो सही बात है. हम लोगों को टेस्ट कराना चाहिए एक्चुअल में ICMR गाइडलाइंस के प्रकार, जो हो नहीं रहा है यहाँ पे. और यहाँ पे जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है वो हम लोगों को सपोर्ट भी नहीं कर रहा है ये चीज़ कराने के लिए. और हम लोग अपनी जो प्रॉब्लम्स है जब उनको बयान कर रहे हैं तो वो अपना सपोर्ट कुछ मिल नहीं रहा है हम लोगों को, और जो क्वारंटाइन मिलना चाहिए वो क्वारंटाइन मिल नहीं रहा है.
जो हमारा स्टाफ है, वी आर स्पेशली कंसर्न अबाउट द मैन पावर. जितना भी हमारा स्टाफ है उसमें से 1/3 ऑफ पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट्स तो एग्ज़ाम के लिए चले गए हैं. दे हैव बीन गिवन एग्जाम्शन फॉर द एग्जाम्स व्हिच आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 20th of June.
बहुत सारे लोगों की मांग थी कि इस एग्जाम्स को इस वक्त पोस्टपोन किया जाए
बिकॉज दे डिडंट हैव एडिक्वेट टाइम फॉर प्रिपरेशन एज वेल. लेकिन बिकॉज इट वाज डिसाइडेड दैट दिस इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी पोस्टपोन, सो हमको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ा और हमारे सीनियर्स एग्जाम्स के लिए चले गए हैं. एंड आउट ऑफ द 2/3 पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट्स दैट आर रिमेनिंग, उसमें 1/3 तो क्वारंटाइन में होते हैं, 1/3 will be on duty, and that 1/3 will be segregated into 3 batches of morning, evening and night, or morning.
कितने लोगों की बात कर रहे हैं आप? जब 1/3 कह रहे हैं तो सिर्फ 20 लोग शायद
नहीं. एक्चुअली जो आप 20 लोग बता रहे हैं, दैट इज़ मे बी ओनली कंसर्निंग द पीपल हु कैन ट्रीट इमरजेंसी केसेस विच इज़ जनरल मेडिसिन, एनेस्थीसिया एंड पल्मोनोलॉजी एज वेल. मैं ये स्टैटिस्टिक्स, ये लोग जो बाहर टोटल नंबर ऑफ पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट्स हु आर हियर, ऑल ऑफ देम आर नॉट ऑब्वियसली ट्रेन्ड टू ट्रीट एमरजेंसीज. देर आर पीपल फ्रॉम प्री क्लिनिकल स्पेशलिटीज़, पैरा क्लिनिकल स्पेशलिटीज़, दे आर नॉट ट्रेन्ड. एसिम्टोमेटिक पेशेंट्स हैं या माइल्ड सिम्टम्स वाले वार्ड्स के पेशेंट्स हैं तो उनको वहाँ पे डिप्लॉय किया जा सकता है. लेकिन ICU में वी ओनली नीड पीपल फ्रॉम दीज 3 डिपार्टमेंट्स. एंड इफ़ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, देर आर अबाउट 120 PGs in all the 3 departments combined, and out of that we have 40 of them are on quarantine and 80 bache 80 mein se home quarantine, 40 of them have gone for PG exam, then 80 mein se half of them, 40 are on quarantine, 40 are working, and this 40 are divided into 2 shifts of 20 and 20 each, and these will be posted in AMC, Ortho ICU and 7th floor ICU, and that is very less. That's very less. So manpower recruitment is very important. Nursing staff का addition होना ज़रूरी है, patient care providers का होना ज़रूरी है, ward boys हैं, sanitary workers हैं, doctors हैं, सब की recruitment की बहुत ज़रूरत है. Especially looking into consideration the rising number of cases. We had begun with a 20-bedded ICU. Now we are at a stage where we have 200 beds, and this might increase. May God protect us all.
We are struggling in day in and out, 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. But we are facing such hostile environment. It's difficult for us to carry on our work. And you can see the placards there saying only one hospital is not enough for whole Telangana. You can see the states, other states model where they are decentralizing to district hospitals, where they are keeping them asymptomatic patients. Only some patients are transferred to tertiary care hospitals. This is the way they are going. This is the model most of the states are following.
Every district has its own district hospital, area hospitals, etc. If we can have provisions for treating these COVID patients right there, then we don't need to be so much overburdened in this tertiary hospital.
What have the conditions been like? Introduce yourself. What have the conditions been like for you working here?
I'm Dr. Bhavya. The conditions have been really tough for us as doctors working in a COVID setup, because we'll have to wear PPEs continuously throughout the day. I'm not saying that it's only us. Throughout the country, we're all working really hard. So in situations like this, when we don't get support and we end up getting beaten up, so those are very demoralizing for us to work in such conditions.
कि हम लोग 24/7 यहाँ पर ICU में काम करते रहते हैं, तो ज़्यादातर पॉसिबिलिटी है कि डॉक्टर्स हर किसी में हर किसी को कोरोना आने के चांसेस बहुत है, तो हमको स्क्रीनिंग करना चाहिए, स्वैब्स देना चाहिए, बट यहाँ पर नो वन केयर्स, नो वन ये नहीं बोलता कि जाके स्वैब दे के आओ, आपका हेल्थ कैसा है, नो वन आस्क. We just are supposed to work, that's it.
The same incident happened 2 months ago also. Then the police department was constituted here. The ministries told that they will be giving a special protection force for us. And yesterday around at 7:30 p.m. the patient died, and the attendants were attacking our residents. So there was no police protection there. And now our objective is we need a special protection force to be deployed there. And the second thing is decentralize the Gandhi Institute, so that all the healthcare, all the hospitals in Telangana has to take care of COVID patients, not just Gandhi, because as the lockdown is lifted, the number of cases are increasing. So the common people are suffering. And also, if we convert Gandhi into COVID and non-COVID block, then the common people who suffer other ailments like maybe a stroke or an MI or something other, or surgical needs, they can come to Gandhi and get treated here free of cost, other than going to a private hospital where they will be charged. So what we are asking is to decentralize the institute, so that even here surgical specialties can keep running, academics will not be stopped, and the common people won't suffer.
मेरा नाम डॉक्टर प्रिया है, मैं यहाँ इंटर्न हूँ. हम कल शाम से यहाँ बैठे हैं जब से ये इंसिडेंट हुआ है, जब से एक डॉक्टर को एक पेशेंट के अटेंडर ने अटैक किया है, और ये पहली बार नहीं हुआ है, ये इसके पहले भी बहुत बार हुआ है. हमने बहुत बार इस बात को एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट और हायर ऑफिशियल्स तक लाई है ये बात, लेकिन अगले दिन से फिर वही नॉर्मल हो जाता था. कभी किसी ने कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया इसके बारे में. दूसरी बात ये है कि एंटायर तेलंगाना, मतलब अभी पूरा तेलंगाना में मैक्सिमम कोविड पेशेंट्स गांधी में ही है, राइट. जब इतने हॉस्पिटल्स हैं, आप इसके पहले अलग था, अभी आप एक स्ट्रीट में जाएंगे तो 4 हॉस्पिटल दिखेंगे आपको. वाई, क्यों सारे कोरोना पेशेंट सिर्फ गांधी में हैं, और क्यों हम सारे डॉक्टर्स सिर्फ हम लोड लें उसका. हमारे घर में भी छोटे बच्चे हैं, हमारे घर में भी बुजुर्ग लोग हैं, हम भी यहाँ काम करके घर वापस जाते हैं. यू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? वी आर पुटिंग देयर लाइफ एट स्टेक, एज वेल. तो why can't they share the load? क्यों प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स बंद पड़े हैं और गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल्स में हम लोग पीपीई पहनकर 14 घंटा 16 घंटा काम कर रहे हैं? क्यों? क्या हम ही डॉक्टर्स हैं पूरे तेलंगाना में?
This is a dire situation. We had to take a calculated risk whether to go for this or not. We had similar incident 2 months back. We have given multiple representatives at various levels of administration. But you could say that in first 15 days or 20 days of a start of a pandemic, then you could agree that government is in a situation it can't handle so much things. But it has been 4 months into pandemic. Our first case was in March ending, and your first cases were in Kerala were far before that. So we were all very much aware of the situation, how it is going to pan out. We gave them adequate time of 4 months. They should have put a medium term, short term and long term plans, but none of it seems to be working here or being put. These plans are not ready actually.
Like she was mentioning, Dr. Priya was mentioning, all your lives do you feel has been put on stake for just for that sake? Because the government has lagged in planning.
Yes, you have not recruited any new specialists. You have not recruited. Not many nurses have been recruited. Not many staff has been recruited. You have just pushed in a hospital which is already understaffed. You know, 1200 bed hospital is for Gandhi, for which you have been allocated provisions and money. You have made it into 1800 somehow before the COVID also. Now you are asking for beds of around 2500 without any additional doctors being recruited. This is just pushing some people who are already into the service, who have no way to go, just to push them into the brink of death. Nothing but pushing them into the jaws of the death.
जहाँ मैक्सिमम लोग आते हैं ट्रीटमेंट लेने, जहाँ के सिक्योरिटी हो, जहाँ के सुविधाएं सबसे ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, क्यों वहीं हमेशा कम होती है? और न्यूज़ में ये दिखाया जाता है कि हमने इतने बेड्स दिए हैं, हमने इतने वेंटिलेटर्स दिए हैं. क्यों हमको नहीं दिख रहा है? जो हम यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं, हमको क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है ये? क्यों ये यहाँ जो दिख रहा है, जो बोला जा रहा है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, वो दिख क्यों नहीं रहा है प्रैक्टिकली? अगर होता तो हम क्यों यहाँ सड़कों पे बैठे रहते?
Quite strong words by the doctors, but they are disappointed that the health minister and the chief minister, who they are appealing to, have not come forward and addressed or answered any of their questions or concerns, and that's certainly a matter of big concern for the doctors. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV. Dr. Rajarao, superintendent of Gandhi Hospital, has in fact come out to talk to the striking doctors who have been out on the road for several hours now. Dr. Rajarao, what really are the students saying and how are you going to convince them?
And with that emotion, the patients, they have manhandled the doctors over there, and for that they are on some protest. And now I talked with the students, and now the health minister, honorable health minister, is also probably may address them. So it's not a thing, and we'll settle it.
Sir, you must be worried about the patients inside. Obviously, so many of your doctors, if they're here, obviously patient care is your biggest concern.
Yeah, definitely, but we are having so many other faculty doctors also. Right now, except COVID, nothing is there inside.
Yeah.
So the patient burden is also not that much, and we are managing.
You're able to manage. The doctors are raising several issues, saying that because you have less number of staff already, that's the reason why this crisis yesterday was only a symptom of what otherwise the problems that they are facing, because very few doctors and obviously huge burden of patients.
It's not the huge burden, and there is no dearth of the staff as far as this one is concerned, because we catered the services for more than 2,000 patients. Now the patient crowd is not that much. We are not suffering at all.
One last one, sir, about the testing of the doctors. They are saying that they are not able to get tested and they are all getting exposed to the virus.
No. Most of them are tested. They came negative, and 3 of them as positive, and we are treating them. Please.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So the superintendent of Gandhi Hospital there telling us about the doctors and saying that he believes that the challenge is not of the number of doctors or of the infrastructure, but he believes that this is more an issue that is one event that has happened here of a patient attacking a doctor and a flow of emotion. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.